We did have the conversation early on in the first month and a half about whether kids and marriage was still a thing that he would do, because that was a deal breaker for me. Mm-hmm. And I was really grateful that he was open to that.
Did you know from very early on that he was going to be like endgame for you? Because it definitely seems like this is it.
Honestly, I think I did. I remember it would have been about a month and I was like, this is it. And I was just getting signs from the universe, and I really felt it very early on. And I'd been open to this for a long time, right? But for Bri, I knew that he had just come out of something very long-term and very serious. And that was a big part of his life. And I knew I can't rush him into this. I don't want to push my feelings onto him. I don't want to project and imagine what it could be like if I just need to show him who I am, and hopefully we'll see. And we did have the conversation early on in the first month and a half about whether kids and marriage was still a thing that he would do, because that was a deal breaker for me. Mm-hmm. And I was really grateful that he was open to that, he even brought it up, you know, and he said, with the right person, then yes. Okay. Because if I needed to know at that point, I will fall in love with this man in about 3 seconds, because I keep seeing who he is and I really like him. So I need to know if I need to back out now.
Yeah, no, that's a smart thing to do.
It's the grown-up girl thing to do.
Yeah.
You just got, if that's what you want, and I do, I want marriage and babies, I want the fairy tale. And so I needed to know. And I think honestly, when it was around that time was when I knew. I was like, I think there's something about this guy that's different. I'm more me with him than I think I've ever been with anyone. I don't feel filtered or nervous about anything or holding anything back or trying to project anything to be better than it is with me. I just see him and he sees me. And the best thing I can tell you, it was the easiest thing I've ever done. And I think that's what made it make so much sense. Because it had the potential to be difficult, right? It's a tough situation. I'm a kid from a broken family. Those things are hard. And yet it was the easiest thing we've ever done. So I definitely knew, I think before him, he fought it. Not that he fought it, but he was trying to give himself time to not dive straight in. But he said that he knew in when we went to Hawaii, which I knew well before that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we said I love you for the first time in February or March, something like that.
Are the kids pushing you and Brian to have a baby?
Are the kids pushing for it? I think the kids are they're at that point of asking, are you going to have kids? Which is really cute. So, but when that time comes, I would love a girl. But we'll see. We're going to get there yet. There's time before that. We're not trying to rush this period of us being us, and just because we're in love, it doesn't mean that it's, for sure we're going to make it to the kid stage. We hope so. We hope it's endgame. We want it to be endgame, but both of us know you can't promise those things so early on, especially to kids too.
Yeah, definitely. We have to talk about this beautiful campaign that you were doing, but it's also raising awareness for something that I know is super important to you. So tell me all about working with PETA for this anti-SeaWorld campaign.
Gosh, it's really important to me because I've been an animal lover since I was a kid. And as a kid, I wasn't aware of what these marine parks were doing to these animals. I went to SeaWorld, I saw Shamu, I thought it was amazing. And then I grew up and I learned just what these animals go through with, for example, they have 35,000 feet in the ocean and they have 35 feet in that pool. And when you learn that it really is torturous for them and the way that they forcibly breed their dolphins and impregnate them, it really is. If you imagine being a human in that situation, it's heartbreaking. And I'm a huge advocate for animal rights and rescue. And oh gosh, the more I learned about it, the more it broke my heart. It broke my heart that I was a part of the problem in the beginning, and now it makes me very passionate about being a part of the solution for it.
Definitely. And you kind of put yourself in that element. I know you did like an underwater shoot for the campaign. I mean, it looked absolutely beautiful. I mean, what was it like to kind of dance underwater like that?
Stressful, actually. Stressful in many ways. I was like, this is going to be amazing. And I'm looking at these photos of these underwater shoots and they're beautiful. And then I got underwater and I was like, oh my God, this is hard. You know, and this whole, obviously I don't breathe underwater, but this whole learning to like hold my breath and get under and hold a pose and not look like a blowfish and like actually find something that looked good. I wish I could tell you I nailed it. I think maybe 5 photos nailed it of the whole day.
Well, they looked fantastic.
That's the honest to God truth. Yeah.
It looked challenging, but you made it look effortless.
Thank you. So I really appreciate that. Thank you.